Let's hear from AD.
Curious how you go to bed tonight, like your mindset, thinking about one win away from a championship. How do you just try to stay focused on the game at hand, the task at hand? What's your mindset?
Try to keep the same routine. I mean, try to change nothing. Obviously, this is an important game for us. Important game for the Heat. But we try to go out there and do the same thing we've been doing to win 3 games. My focus is the same. Try to stick to the same routine. Watching the movie before bed. Go to sleep. Wake up and just kind of do the same thing that got me here. That got our team here. So you can't really put too much pressure on yourself. Start overthinking and start overdoing things that you just because it's a closeout game. But we know the importance of this game from both sides, and just, we're gonna have fun with it.
Allison?
Dave McMenamin?
AD, you guys are 4-0 wearing the Black Mamba uniforms. Obviously, you've spoken several times about the feeling that you get wearing it and wanting to honor his legacy. A closeout game is a difficult enough challenge as it is. Are you guys putting any extra burden on the opportunity of Friday night by also trying to stay undefeated in those uniforms?
If we come out and do what we're supposed to do, then we can remain undefeated. We just think that, for all the things, that happened this season, with our team specifically, in our organization, that to be able to close it out and, the Black Mamba uniforms will just make it all worth it. Obviously his legacy in the NBA and then just with the organization period is something special. And for us to, like I said, close it out, in his honor, it's something that we look forward to. Something that, an insane amount of pressure for sure. Because we don't want to lose, we don't want to let them down. Anytime we lose in the jerseys, we feel like we let them down, and we don't want to do that. We want to remain undefeated, but if we come in and do the things that we're supposed to do on both ends of the floor, then we can remain undefeated and close this thing out and make this moment even more special.
Hal Goon?
Obviously, you talked about the strides you wanted to make in Game 3, made a lot of those strides in Game 4. Do you feel like you've locked into your process of how you can be the type of player that you were in Game 4 in every game and for the rest of this series?
For sure. It started with me just getting back to, the defensive end. Once I'm locked in defensively, covering for guys, blocking shots, talking, everything else kind of just falls in place, for me and for the team. Once I'm playing with energy, it kind of just trickles down to everyone else, and we seem to play well. They give us that confidence offensively, give us that confidence defensively, but we love challenges. Like I said, it's not going to be an easy challenge for us to close it out, but if we come in and guys are locked into what we're supposed to be doing, both ends of the floor, starting with myself and Bron, then we think we have a pretty good chance of winning tomorrow night.
Dan?
AD, Rob finished 7th in the Executive of the Year voting. He only got one first place vote. He's been very open about collaborating with you, collaborating with LeBron, collaborating with Frank. Do you think that willingness to collaborate maybe muddies what he's done in his thumbprint on this organization? And I guess what's it been like working with him all year to build the team and to get to this point?
Great GM, great executive. Maybe, but I know and the entire organization know the work he's put in to put this team together. to build this team to compete for a championship and to be one win away. I know those awards don't matter to him. Championships do. And, you know, we put ourselves in a position, he put our team in a position to be able to be one win away. And, you know, once we, finish our jobs and do what we're supposed to do, then I don't think no one's going to care about Executive of the Year. But his willingness to talk to me and Bron and Coach Vogel about decisions and whatever else that we talk about. He includes us in a ton of things, and I think that's what a GM and an executive should do. Include his top two guys and include his head coach. And if that doesn't get him that award, then so be it. But and it would just make it even more special to win it. Now that I know, he came in seventh, got one first place vote. That kind of just been a thing this year, with myself with Defensive Player of the Year, Bron with MVP, now Rob with Executive of the Year. But if we able to win one more game, then no one cares about those other awards. We all be champions.
All right, we'll send it back to you, Will, for last couple.
Thank you. Alan Slewa?
AD, you just mentioned it right there. At the end of the day, the championship is all that matters. But does that kind of does it add a chip to your shoulder, or does it add a chip to LeBron's shoulder? If some of those individual awards you guys don't get, does that almost in a sense help to go and strive for that ultimate championship, which I know you guys are doing anyways, but does it add an extra element to it?
I can't speak for Bron, but it does for myself. Especially on the defensive end. I feel like I put a lot of work on the defensive end, being able to guard multiple positions and different actions. And so anytime I play on the defensive end, I try to lock in and, get a stop every time. But like you said, that those, individual awards obviously have meaning. You never want to take away from those. But at the same time, the ultimate goal for every team is to win a championship. And, people can talk about winning MVPs and things like that, but I think you get remembered most by winning championships, being a champion. And I think that, if we're able to close this thing out, then, that's what people remember. I don't think people are going to remember, individual awards as much as they remember championships. And, that's our mindset, just to go out there and win.
All right, take one more for you. Melissa Rowland?
Hey, D. LeBron talked about how Game 4 was one of the most important games of his career. I'm curious, after 10 NBA Finals, why do you think it was that significant to him, and what's the significance of all of this right now to you?
I don't know why it was his most important game or why it was significant to him. But for me, I want to win my first title. I want to win my first ring. So he's been there several times. He told me that it was a must-win game. Game 4 was, and told our team. And all you can do is trust a guy that's been in that situation 10 times. And we all believed in him. We all trusted him, and we tried to make sure that we go out there and complete the task. I'm not sure we're going to get one of those same messages, but and I don't think we really need it. I think we all know that tomorrow night is also a must-win for us, just as much as a must-win for the Heat, which is going to make it even more fun for both teams. And it's been a great journey for me. It's been great battling with these guys night in, night out, every other day. From regular season to being in the bubble, just being with these guys and this coaching staff and competing and learning, and figuring out ways that we can be better. So my journey's been great. This definitely means a lot to me. But as far as why Game 4 was the biggest playoff game of LeBron's career, we haven't talked about it, so I really don't know.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, AD.
So AD doesn't win the Defensive Player of the Year. No MVP for LeBron. Rob Pelinka doesn't win the Executive of the Year. The Lakers with some more additional motivation. We hear from the rest of the Lakers.